What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna be doing the transmission shift rod seal on the car because it was leaking, as I was explaining in my past two videos, I think. And what seal I'm talking about is this seal. This is where your shift rod, or where the the little rod comes out, so you put your bitch pin in onto your shift linkage. Here's the part number for you guys that want to replace it. 91215-689-013. And my fluid did come in. We're gonna be using Torco MTF with, I think it's a collaboration between Synchrotech and Torco. Carbon synchros and yellow metal saves, superior shock load. Oh my god, my camera won't focus. But yeah, quicker shift, smooth operations. This is slightly thicker than OEM, of course. Before I was using this, and also in my brother's transmission we're using RTF. This is race transmission fluid. And on his transmission, we have no issues with it. When we put this transmission fluid in, it actually made the transmission a little bit quieter and doesn't chatter as much for the LSD. And for my car, we're just gonna be using this. And I find it funny how K-Series trans takes only 2 quarts and the B-Series is like 2.5. That's why I have 3 bottles here. And they did give me a little Synchrotech sticker. Cool. Oh, that's gonna actually go in the... Well, it's all for Severe Sky, huge shout outs. So first thing I'm gonna do, jack up the car, of course. Pop open the hood so the light can shine down, put on jack stands, and then move the car back as far as I can so I have a big jack. Show you guys how to take out the bitch pin and do this seal. A lot of people assume that you actually have to take the transmission out and so you can do the seal, but you can do this from the outside perfectly fine. You just gotta wedge it out and then put this in with a new socket, hit it in, and that's it. Or hit this in using a socket. I'll show you guys. To those that wonder how I actually jack on my car without taking my bumper because the lip's so low, I use a jack on this end, and then my big fat jack will fit right there. I need to upgrade. I need to get those low pro ones that Harbor Freight sells. I've had this jack for so long and it's good. I think it's a Costco brand called Arcan, whatever. Man, I wonder if I could warranty this out. It's been a while. I have the car jacked up on jack stands. Now, what I'm gonna do is show you guys. This little puddle is from the car just sitting. And you look up here. Can you guys see that? Hold on a second. Let me, Alright, see? You guys see how it's leaking? So it's leaking out of the seal behind this boot. So what I'm gonna do first is take out the bitch pin. So I'm gonna take this clip out. Oh, there you can see all that trans fluid. Ah, come on. There we go. Let's take that clip out. It's like the retainer clip to keep the bitch pin in. Now we're gonna hit this out. How I normally hit this out is I use a 10mm bolt and just tap it all the way through, and then the shift link will be free. And we can take this boot out and pull the seal out. But before we do any of that, or before we pull the seal out, we need to drain the transmission fluid. So I'm just take this out first, and then we'll drain the transmission fluid. And yeah, that thing is leaking. Look at that. Oh, there's those MPC drop forks. Damn. This is kind of weird where the camera is positioned at. Let me. How can I do this? Hold on 1 second. Alright. Hopefully that's in frame. So, here's a little 10mm bolt. I'm gonna take a hammer and we're just gonna smack it out. Let's see. Whoa. There we go, coming out. Let's change it. So I got one of these. I guess the 10mm doesn't work properly. Oh yeah. There we go. There we go. Let's put it on the side. This guy's out. Linkage is out. Now let's go to pulling the boot off. See how oily it is? Oh. It's like super wet in there. And then we'll be pulling this seal out. This seal is leaking. You can see all the oil that's coming out of it. And let's drain the transmission fluid. It's gonna be this 3/8. Where's it at? Somewhere over there. It's gonna be this, I can't see, oh right here. This is gonna be the drain. So we're gonna take that out, put a new pressure washer in, and then we should be good to go to pulling this seal out, which is fairly easy. It's currently draining. Well, most of it's out already. Let me bring the light in closer. Now, there's many ways to do this. You can actually use a plier and pull it out, or you can slowly guide it out using a flathead. Let me see. You know what, first, pull the rod in. There we go. Okay, now slowly guide it out. It's coming out. I think I need a bigger flathead. It's back in real quick. Tighten that in a bit. There we go. Whoop. Oh, the transfer doesn't come out. Here is the old seal that definitely has not been replaced in a while. And here's the new seal. Now to hit this back in, what y'all need to do is find a socket that fits around the outer edge of this seal. What I found was this right here, 13/16, or like 19 metric. Fits right around it, and we're just gonna hit it in. I recommend putting a little bit of transmission fluid on here so it can slide in a little bit easier. Just like that. Now we'll put some gloves on, put some transmission fluid on here, and then we're gonna hit it in and we should have no more leak. Because leaks suck, especially oil leaks. Also, don't be scared to use the socket on it because it is metal. You can see on the old one, there's some metal bits to it. This thing's pretty damn hard, so yeah, just don't be scared to hit it. Put some transmission fluid on it, so let me grab some out of this bucket. There we go. Rub it on. Just like that. Don't put too much. I'll slide this in. Just like that. Now we're gonna hit it in with the socket. Just like that. Now we're gonna hit it in. Almost there. That is it. Oh, damn it. It's super cramped in here. That is as far as it's gonna go. And it normally leaks on the inside. So now, since that's good, we can put the linkage back on, but we gotta put that boot back on. And what I'm gonna do is actually clean this out with some brake cleaner, because it's pretty dirty. Once you have your boot on, we're just gonna slide the U-joint back on. There you go. Grab the pin, and what I like doing is make sure you have the shift rod all the way in, because if you have it extended out and when you hit it, you could possibly bend the rod. I'm not too positive, but you'd rather do that instead of messing up your linkage. Now I'm gonna grab extension. I like using the top of a 10 mil. Now we're gonna switch over to this guy right here. You don't need this, you can use a bolt, but I have this. There you go. You guys can see the pin is in. Now you're gonna take this retaining clip. This portion right here goes on the bottom of this clip. Oops. Or this little, you guys see that? This little dimple goes at the bottom of the bitch pin. So let me put it in my one hand. Oh. There you go. Just like that. Now you could slide this boot over if it wants to go over. Come on. Come on, boot. There we go. Slide that boot over. Now you're good. That's how you do that. Now I could go ahead and add transmission fluid, but I'm gonna wait. I ordered some Speed Factory detent springs that I never got to installing on this transmission. So that's actually arriving in the mail tomorrow. And when that comes in, then I'll drop the car back down, add transmission fluid in, and it should be good to go. But at least we got the seal replaced and don't have to worry about it anymore, because this one was kind of banged up. Super easy. Cleaned up a little bit. Now what I'm gonna do is actually set up the sag on this bike. I think in the last video you guys saw my KHS over there, the Lucky 7. I actually picked this up yesterday up in Hemet because it was such a good deal. Really good deal. This is a Giant Rain, a 27.5. Now, the only thing I didn't like about this Lucky 7 was I actually rode this on, what was it, last weekend, and this thing is so comfy. It's this thing just takes it all. Only downside is this is a 26-inch, and I kind of wanted a 27.5. Nowadays, all the shocks and everything, they're all 27.5s. I feel like they might get rid of 26s, so this is actually 27.5. Giant Rain 2 27.5. It's kind of banged up, but it's actually like good condition for what it is. This is a 2015, and it did come with a brand new D-Bond Air, and it just needs some love. And he actually did change it to a 1x11, so it's not as bad as my KHS. My KHS is a 1x9, so it kind of sucks going uphill. And not gonna lie, I was tired riding that last weekend. So luckily this is a 1x11, but what I'm gonna do is switch this out to a 1x12 Ram NX, and we'll see, because this thing is like banged up. So I use it, but it's good to go. I'm ready to beat on this, but I'm gonna set up my sag and then ride this bike to work tomorrow just to get a feel for it. See how the 1x11 feels compared to the 1x9. I know it's gonna feel a lot better, especially for all the hills and stuff, but yeah, I'm just gonna mess with this tonight while I wait for my Speed Factory detent springs or dentin springs, whatever, and we're gonna install them on this car, and we could finally put in the transmission fluid. I feel like you could put this in, but I'm just gonna wait. Just gonna leave the car in jack stands. So yeah, that is it, guys. Don't others, just keep building. Hopefully this install was pretty easy. I think it's fairly easy. Just make sure you have kind of the right tools. The flathead didn't really work as well, but it helped pry it out a little bit. Anyways, peace out, guys. Don't others, just keep building.